Number 5, Jonquel Jones wins the regular season MVP.
I mean, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
It's a great, yeah.
Yep.
I love that. That's all of our
I
take.
know.
Yep, 100%.
What
Great
do I
moment.
even-
Yeah, it's a great moment.
It rolled.
I
loved it. I mean, honestly, because it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say her journey to get there, to get to MVP. You know, she didn't come in as like she's not the number 1 overall pick.
No, she's
that
the
comes
first
through.
most improved player to
Yeah.
win MVP.
She won
which
most
is-
improved and 6th woman of the year and MVP. She's won all 3 of those awards. So that's impressive to me.
I need
Now she's just got to coach and get coach of the year.
That's gonna. That's it. That's my early prediction. I need her to win defensive. She could be the first WNBA Grand Slam winner.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That actually would be so
if she
dope.
wins defensive.
And
And
she's got a lot of
honestly,
juice
and
left.
she
Like, she's-
easily could. Like she's in that discussion.
It's not out of the question. This is going to sound critical and weird, and people might think it's weird. She comes off as like possibly the most unlikely MVP winner the league's possibly ever had, and I love that. I love that because she's been in that shortlist discussion for a couple of years now, but it never felt like it would quite happen because it often is some of those more obvious names that tend to come up, and this is one of those times when it was fun to watch that happen because I was critical of it when she was in the early race discussion partway into the season, and then there was just no denying it to a certain point.
Well, you were right to be, because she missed like 5, 6, 7 games, and there'd never been an MVP before that had missed that kind of time, because in the WNBA, that's like a sixth of your season. Like you only get 30, 35 games. And so for a while it looked like, I mean, she's obviously in the discussion because she has the stats, but like, is she dominant enough to make up for that time missed? And especially because the Sun were winning during that time missed, which kind of eroded her case a little bit, because it felt like, well, she plays on a really good team. And by the end of the year, I mean, her career statistics compared to this year, I mean, she stepped up in every single category. She averaged 19.4 points a game, 11 rebounds a game. She was a plus 12 every time she was on the floor. Like on a really good team, she was still such a standout player. And it was cool to see her get recognition for that.
And
emphatically,
again,
right?
It made the fact that the Sun didn't make the finals all the more bizarre.
It does hurt.
That in itself is like a weird, like instant classic W history moment of just like, what happened? Like, like all the keys that the cards with. I mean, what happened was the Chicago Sky, but I don't know. There's something about that makes it all the more interesting because
it's tough. I mean, two or three times in a row is a trend, and now this is like 4 years in a row where they've been in the playoffs and unable to get it done with a team that looked like they could be a championship team.
That's true. And this year we're doing it with the MVP on their squad. And so that's, I love it. I love this moment. I think I love the journey behind the moment just as much as I do the actual award. And I think that she seemed to have a pretty good grasp on it, and she did almost get it unanimously. But we mentioned earlier in the show, Brittany Griner really came and kind of gave her a run for the money there toward the end, and was looking really, really solid as well. So
now that we're kind of removed from the season and the wins and loss records from the season, do you guys remember? I have it in front of me, the record for the Sun when she was on the floor.
I want to say like 18 and 3.
I remember it being absolutely nuts. Like they've won
24 and 3.
24 and 3. Oh, I thought she had missed more games than that. Wow, 24 and 3. That's nuts.
Yeah, because that was I remember that stat being like, oh, okay, so she's probably going to win the MVP.
Yeah,
because it's just that case of like
she lost 3 games.
That's how vast of a difference she's made, and that's because that sort of was some people's argument for Candace early part of the season was don't even look at the stat sheets, look at how Chicago kicked off their year, and then when Candace pops back up, they start winning again.
Yeah. What was the difference?
You know, is that same discussion, but with Jonquel, it was to the tune of they were the top seed and by all thoughts the favorite to win it all.